It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
According to people who've left Scientology, including high-ranking members of Scientology, who are now presently talking about and have spoken about Scientology in the past, David Miscavige is an abusive cult leader. Apparently, it's not beyond him to even beat people up in the boardroom, to put people into detention, have people abused for various reasons, and go on sort of witch hunts to filter out people who are not suitable, or merely thin out the herd and create a situation of fear and absolute devotion. This man, David Miscavige, is a coward. He inherited Scientology and then he forced out all the L. Ron Hubbard loyalists, making it about him as opposed to the religion which existed before. Although Scientology has never been, in my view, a legitimate religion, it is far less legitimate now than it was in years past, and that's saying something. This present leader, David Miscavige, is even more greedy and obvious as a cult leader than L. Ron Hubbard. He's unoriginal, he's abusive, he's hateful, bitter and twisted. His family has even left the organisation, no longer wishing to be part of this repressive regime. Since the protests of Scientology really kicked off only about 5 years ago and have continued to a degree, and of course Scientology has continued to be exposed time and time again, people have left Scientology in droves, it's only a matter of time before Scientology itself becomes disenfranchised, you would hope. However, the amount of money and influence held by David Miscavige and his base, his inner group, is enough to sustain Scientology for some time to come, unless it is further exposed, shown to be precisely what it is, and people can reach out to these people in Scientology and try and help them to escape this organisation. If this takes place, the cult of Scientology can eventually be defeated, can be broken down, and those people who've been in it, if they wish to follow the ideas of Scientology, can do so, but without the repressive, overbearing, dominating regime which imposes its will. If people wish to believe in the fictions of any religion, no matter how false, they can do. The plus would be they're not told how to think, how to feel. They're not forced to pay huge amounts of money to learn about these fairy tales which were written by L. Ron Hubbard, and they're not forced to follow the narcissistic guidance of a ridiculous individual known as David Miscavige. So my hope would be to see the end of Scientology as a religion, and if those people who've been in it wish to believe in the mythology of it, they can do so, but no longer have to pay ridiculous amounts of money, no longer have to cut themselves off from society, no longer being slaves to a repressive regime.
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.